guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Ferrari at Tampa Bay in Palm Harbor, Florida, because guess what? We're gonna try to answer a question for you. If you're looking for a reliable, high-performance supercar, does this lightly pre-owned 2018 Audi R8 Spyder Plus fit the bill? Of course, when it comes to that supercar feel, supercar performance, with this Audi R8, you're gonna get the ability of practicality. You can literally drive this supercar every super fantastic day. And at the end of the day, you'll have a car that'll do 200 miles an hour, which, by the way, if you were not aware, is a football field every second. But let's talk a little bit of history about the R8. The R8 was first seen at the Geneva Auto Show as a concept car all the way back in 2003. It did not hit the streets until 2006. Now what's fascinating is that first R8 was powered by an 8-cylinder, a V8. This one though, things have changed, I promise you that, has a glorious sounding V10. One other thing I want to point out is that before there was even an idea of an R8 street car, the R8 designation, R8 by itself, was first used in 2000 on Audi's Le Mans prototype racers. These prototype racers that went on to win Le Mans, the most prestigious endurance race in the world, multiple times, plus tons of other races throughout all the years that they campaigned that car. But enough about history. Let's talk about now. Let's get into this 2018 Audi R8 Spyder Plus. Just so you know, plus means extra performance. Right off the bat, one thing you'll notice compared to the 2020 review that I did here on Rady's Rides, which I'll leave that at the end of this video, is the front fascia is different. Now what's wonderful is that for 2018, this was all new. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of like the design of this one a little bit better at the front end of the business when it comes to overall aesthetics. You'll see the very slim and trim, those laser LED headlights. That is technology that Audi developed during the 24 Hours Le Mans all over those years that they raced and put it into their street cars. Very nice style. I really like the daytime running lamp, the way that it really integrates into the housing. As we work our way down, guess what? Functional open grills areas. If you looked at the 2020, that's one area where, guess what? They have some fake vents on the front. But these are fully functional. Love the look, love the shape. As we come across the front end, we have that traditional open grille of Audi that's been kind of like part of their brand image. Besides the 4 rings, that auto union, those 4 German companies that formed together, this open grille design has really been a brand image of Audi. I love the Audi Sport badging here. That's talking about that racing heritage, all those Le Mans victories. And one thing that this particular R8 Spyder has is the optional carbon fiber front splitter. Now, one thing I want to point out is that it does not stick out very far. That's a plus and a minus. Now, on the plus side, guess what? You got tons of ground clearance here that's going to allow you to drive this car easier every single day. Because remember, we're talking about how practical is this as a supercar. That's going to help. But just these little additions are going to add extra downforce. And then, of course, who doesn't want carbon fiber? More carbon fiber, the merrier. Now, as we get up onto the hood, I really like the body lines on the hood. Remember, this is that frunk because this R8, just like all the other R8s, is mid-engine. This one has the optional blacked out badging with the rings. I'm gonna still zonk this just like I did on the new 2020. I feel like these need to be integrated into the front grille like many of the other Audis over the years, even to this present day. Now, when we come around the bend, I love the angular design, and that's something that really has been synonymous with Audi overall, is just their angles and whatnot. These gorgeous gloss black wheels. This is a 20-inch wheel, 245 on the width, 30 series sidewall. Sneaking behind those, yes, get the Thanksgiving turkey ready. You could fit it right on those rotors. That's that ceramic rotor setup. This is gonna give you Formula One stopping capability. And that's where ceramic brakes really first were seen are on Formula One cars. Massive calipers. And I like this one. I like the way they went with a nice gunmetal gray. You got the Audi Sport badging here. And really just the size. If you're friends with Michael Jordan, ask him to see a shoe, because I'm telling you right now, this is Jordan size caliper. Now, as we go into the fender, one thing I like that this one does not have is that V10 badge on the side. They kind of just stuck it on. That to me is a zonk. Look how clean it looks. I love it. Nice flow. As we go into the side of the Spyder, you have the carbon fiber not only on the front lip spoiler, but also on the mirrors. Very smart the way they blacked out the whole windshield frame. Really gives it like a speedster look to it. Unbelievable, the lines. Carbon fiber lower side sill. What's fascinating too is, remember that 2020 that we did, that had an MSRP of over $220,000. This one, much lower on price, lightly pre-owned, and can give you that ability to get into something like this where maybe the brand new one you wouldn't be able to do it. Carbon fiber on the side venting here. This is totally functional for that V10. Remember, the V10 in the R8 is the same V10 that is in the Lamborghini Huracan, because Lamborghini is part of Volkswagen Group just like Audi is. I love the brushed aluminum R8 cover for your fuel. And then I think really that Audi did such a great job with their rear tonneau cover to cover that top. Carbon fiber galore, that beautiful bright yellow paint, functional heat extractors and venting on this whole rear portion. When you get to the rear, let's just drop down and take a look at what's happening at the end of the business, the tail end of the business. So you're still gonna get massive calipers. Even though this is the back, you're still gonna get those massive calipers on the rear as well. Not as big as up front, but still very rare. 305 on the width. That's gonna make sure that you're getting that massive traction, because at the end of the day, yes, this is all-wheel drive, but it has a rear biased all-wheel drive, which is gonna make this behave more like a rear-wheel drive car, like one of these Ferraris that we have parked behind us. We come around the back, really like the size of this spoiler. Full carbon fiber, gonna give you that downforce that you deserve to keep you planted. If you think the headlights are sexy on an Audi, the taillights are just as sexy. Full LED, love the design, and then I love the open grille that they got going on. Really is gonna allow you to not only see the piping and the welds, which are beautiful, but also drag that hot air, because hot air robs us of horsepower. You have a split vacuum cleaner style. You know what, I'm digging it. The way that it's integrated, I'm not gonna zonk it. It's got a great look. And then one thing that I think is just so drop dead gorgeous is this rear carbon fiber diffuser. Remember, aerodynamics work two different ways. You do have wings and spoilers to give you downforce, but you could actually generate and suck that air that's going underneath the car to bring the car down to the asphalt and make you grip it like a Puma. But from front to back, this thing looks like it's doing 200 miles an hour just sitting here. But let's go ahead, check out that engine compartment and see if we could take a sneak peek of that V10. All right, guys, time to check out under the hood and see that V10. Of course, you're gonna have to wait. Underneath this portion is gonna be the frunk, that front located trunk. This is gonna help with the practicality and usability of the R8. Pretty decent size. This lower section, you could easily put a carry-on, no problem. And then you have stacking ability all the way up to where obviously that hood line is gonna meet with the opening of the front. But this is really just showing you, hey, a supercar, yes, you could use it as a practical everyday car and really have that Audi enjoyment. As we work our way back down the side, just love staring at the lines of this car. Really, really great. When we get to the back, this is the part that I love and I hate. Now on the coupe version of this car, you'd be able to see that glorious V10, no problem. On the Spyder, Tom's gonna have to do some of his fancy work to show off that engine. So what you're looking at for 2018, that 5.2 liter V10, you're looking at 532 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. It's all going through that 7-speed S-tronic dual clutch transmission. This Spyder weighs around 3,737 pounds, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, top speed 200 miles an hour. This is what I'm talking about. This is where you're gonna have your cake and eat it too. I love the beautiful carbon fiber that they have on the intake housing. You could see by looking down all the beautiful exhaust work that is on this car and just the sound of that V10. Here's a fun fact if you're ever on Jeopardy. If they ever ask you, hey, where was the V10 made for the Audi R8? Don't say Germany. They're actually all produced in Hungary, even the ones for the Lamborghini Huracan. But why don't we go ahead, talking about the V10's great, let's fire this thing up. All right, guys, we're inside this 2018 Vegas Yellow Audi R8. This one, the Spyder, and is the Plus. Now remember, with the Plus means you're getting extra horsepower. So we mentioned what the standard horsepower was. Horsepower in this particular one is 603 horsepower. Now, we're talking about this being somewhat affordable. MSRP, when this was new in 2018, was $220,000 the way that it's optioned. Right now, currently with only 3,000 miles on it, 3,000 barely broken in miles, Ferrari Tampa Bay has it for $169,000. So you could see that you could take an advantage and really get into that supercar of your dreams right now. But let's go ahead and see what we have styling wise. Now, the great news is between 2018 and the brand new ones, they're very similar. I love all that leather, that yellow contrast stitching, and if you notice where the AC vent is, it's actually built into the door. So you have an AC vent on each door with tons of carbon fiber and that illustrious sounding B&O sound system. Now when you go from the door panel to the dash, this is all driver focused. So if you are a passenger in one of these R8s, your job is to hold on and not crap yourself. But you got the Quattro badge, that's letting you know you got all those years of Audi's rally technology in this car, carbon fiber around the other two air vents. So you have a total of 4 air vents, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on my door, the driver's side. Love the simplicity of the AC vents. No infotainment screen garbage, none of that. You have heated seats, which is easily accessible by your passenger, but this is it for the passenger. All this other stuff, don't touch. You got a nice lid here. You open that guy up, deep storage area, 12 volt, 2 USBs and an aux jack. You just push it. Look how nice it closes. Love all the soft leather material everywhere. Beautiful carbon fiber just spilled in this whole area. This is going to be controlling that S-tronic. Remember, that's the fancy term for Audi's 7-speed DCT. I just love how simple all the buttons are here. You have all your controls for that virtual cockpit, which I'll show you in a second. Electric e-brake, this is to put the top up and down, and this is to drop or raise the rear window. You do have a little bit of a cup holder here. Open that up. You can put your 2 drinks. The only weird thing is why they make a lid. They should have just made a sliding portion because it's not like you're really going to use that much anyways. And then these seats, absolute thing of beauty. It's got the optional Vegas Yellow stitching going on. Beautiful, nice leather. And the great news about these seats is that they're going to hold you in place, but they're not going to squeeze you like a vice grip. That's going to allow you to use this every day. And then of course, the one thing you're going to want to see every day is this R8 key fob specific to the R8. You flip it around and you got your auto union badge, the Audi badge, and all those buttons. Very nice weight to it, very nice look. I wish more companies would do this kind of stuff. Almost forgot. You want extra storage? You got some storage right here. And then you also have, if you want to break out the CD collection, you got your CD player as well that you can slide in there. But I'm telling you right now, radio controls, they shouldn't even come with this car because this car is all about that sound. But why don't you come over to the business end, because there's some beautiful Formula One stuff going on over here. All right, guys, business end. To be honest with you, my only zonk so far, I know I probably haven't said that word very much, is just that rear engine cover. I wish that it had a glass opening to really show that V10, but I love the usability of these seats. Obviously fully adjustable to form fit your body. You got the beautiful carbon fiber spilled on these lower sills to greet you each and every time you get behind the wheel of this R8. And speaking of the wheel, this is drop dead sexy. I just want to hold on to this for the rest of my life. Love the design. It looks like it's right out of an older Formula One car. Flat bottom, you got your start stop button, bright red, right on the steering wheel where it belongs. This is going to open and close your active exhaust. This little guy right here is a lot of fun because as soon as you hit this, it's gonna put you right into performance mode. It's gonna shut off all those nannies and really allow that V10 to sing. And then you have very simple controls, thumb drive. Now, my biggest zonk, other than the engine cover, the one for the interior, are these paddles. First of all, they're too small. Second of all, they're made out of plastic. Audi, are you serious? $220,000 car, brand new. And guess what? On the 2020, they're still plastic. So I would like to see this be titanium, magnesium, some kind of nice metal other than plastic, because plastic's not a metal. Tilting, telescoping steering wheel, and then this is my favorite part of looking down at the dash, is that you got that full virtual cockpit that Audi really brought into play. That's over 12 inches in size. Yes, the first time you can say that. And then you have, like I said, your drive select mode button. You could go into auto, dynamic, individual, or comfort. That's gonna help with practicality. Also, let me go back here. You have your navigation. Watch this, are you ready? Boom, there's your navigation. There we are in Palm Harbor. Nice touch. You could toggle through all other information, your radio controls, because guess what? Whatever you want to listen to as the driver, you get to do that in this R8 because the passenger can't mess with the radio controls. So you can just leave it off and hit this. This is my favorite radio control right here. You just hit that, and then you hear that V10. So that's what that's really all about. But if you're ready, I'm ready, Tom, watch out. Let's take this R8 for a spin. All right, guys, another amazing moment in the journey of Rady's Rides. So glad you're here with us. We're in the 2018 Audi R8 Spyder with that V10. Right now, I just have it in automatic mode. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into manual mode, shift with those plastic paddles. Let me go ahead and downshift here. Third, second. The shifts are insane, absolutely insane, lightning fast. We have the back window open. I put it back into automatic mode where it just drops down just like any other automatic transmission. That's 7-speed DCT, but this thing is a rocket. It really, really is, and just so easy to drive, so smooth. Yet you're in a car that will do well over 200 miles an hour. That's the craziness behind all of this. I love the steering feel and feedback. I have it in dynamic mode, which is going to give a little bit more of an edgier feel and performance of the car. And I promise you, we are gonna put the top down in a few. Right now, I just wanted to kind of channel that sound into this car from that rear mounted V10. Let me go ahead and put it back into manual shift mode. Nice. Absolutely wonderful, the sound. I mean, what better experience than to be in this bright yellow R8 with that sound coming from the back. I mean, that. And like I said, look at it. Here we are driving nice and smooth. Acceleration, definitely that 603 horsepower, you're gonna feel every single bit of it. And those massive rotors that I told you to get your Thanksgiving turkey ready for, because you can use those as a turkey serving plate, they grip like there's glue stuck to those calipers. We were able to shave, because that's one of the things, this car will accelerate very quickly, but it'll also shave speed very, very quickly. Sound naturally aspirated. You can hear the throttle bodies opening. That's what's so special about an engine like this, is that you hear a lot of the sounds that the turbos would possibly mute. All right, guys, I can't get past this thing. It's just unbelievable sound. Oh my God, every time you shift, it's like somebody taking a whip and whipping the back of the car. I mean, talk about horsepower, talk about throwback sensation. If you have not been in a car that is mid-engine, it's a very unique sensation because of the way you're being projected forward. So much different from a front engine car, but so smooth. That's the thing that's unbelievable about this. And at the price, this thing is like brand new. I mean, this car is like brand new. There's not a scratch or a mark on it. Absolutely mind-blowing. Oh my God, that sound. Eargasm after eargasm after eargasm. All right, guys, we're in first gear. I just want to do a little acceleration test on throttle. Yes! Oh my Lord, it's like going down the Mulsanne Straight at Le Mans, full song, all that tradition, that heritage, the winds, all wrapped up in this car that you could drive every day. And at 169, I'm thinking about what other new supercars could you buy? An NSX, yeah. You could can buy a new Audi R8. I mean, that one's $226,000 option the way that this one is. You could go get a Corvette, yes. But not many people, I promise you, are gonna be cross-shopping a Corvette, the C8, and this R8. It's just not gonna happen. So, not much in this category where you could, like I said, the key is practicality and performance. Light is green, here we go. Nice little short shift. Let's see how she handles and brakes. On throttle. Oh my God, downshift, listen to that thing. The brakes are phenomenal. Wow. Unreal. And we're not even close to pushing this thing. Just the way that right-left transition that we just did, it's just so effortless. The feedback is great, and you know you're planted because of that great quattro system. This thing is just, it's mind-blowing. My towel. I'm having eargasms. I forgot my towel. Wow. I'm telling you, I've driven a lot of race cars in the past, my Formula cars and whatnot. This is like a Formula car for the street. It really is. But I think it's that time. Let me go ahead, when we come to a stop here, I'm going to go ahead and put the top back. And we're going to let the acoustics really sing. You can see I'm just pulling the trigger back. I'm lowering the side windows. Pretty fast operation, to be honest with you. And the top is down. Let me slide the windows down, and we're off. Reverberates off of that wall. It's worth every penny. That's a cop right there. Every penny. All right, guys, one more time for you just to show off the acceleration and whatnot. I'm in second gear. I'm gonna drop it down to first. Here we go, acceleration. Yes! Woo-hoo! This is what being a car enthusiast is all about. This is why I started Rady's Rides, is to share these experiences. And also, guess what? If you can afford a car like this, you can get in at such a great price. I'm telling you, the sounds are so crisp and everything. This car is really just everything all wrapped into one. But like all other good things, this must come to an end, so we're gonna head back to Ferrari in Tampa Bay and wrap this up, even though I don't want to, and we'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another one of those days where you wake up and you're like, yes, I get to do this again, and this is really a dream come true for me, and I'm so glad to share it with you. This 2018 Audi R8 Plus, absolutely mind-blowing, has basically turned my frontal lobe to mush. The great news is, price point wise, $169, you could get into this car and have that everyday practicality, supercar performance, and really just a head turner. Definitely got to thank Matt and the rest of the crew here at Ferrari at Tampa Bay, letting us access to one of their lately pre-owned cars. They got a ton of others. Definitely check them out on their website. Gotta definitely thank all of you for watching. If you are new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Ready to Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Ready to Rise merch. There's polo shirts now. I know a lot of you have been asking for that. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, Tom Moschner, filming this Audi R8, experiencing it with me. He loves cars just as much as you and I do. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.